Let's introduce ourselves, and with you today, my name is Enrique.
My name is Eli.
And my name is Tristan.
We got to talk about the biggest movie to hit the streets since ever. This shit has been anticipated for 5 years. It's finally here. We got Spider-Man Across the Spider-Verse. Woo! We got 1 cent reviews to kick off Spider-Verse. You know what, Eli? I'm feeling like you should go first.
Okay. This is as good as I could have ever expected it to be.
God damn, fresh to the sentence. Tristan.
This movie did a lot of really good things, and then 1 or 2 that upset me.
All right. And I don't think I've ever seen a movie have this much hype and still almost exceed it. So yeah, man, we watched Spider-Verse. This shit was fresh. Miles Morales is the best Spider-Man. That's going to be the opener for this. Sorry if you guys say otherwise. You're wrong. Peter Parker gets washed in every universe.
I would say...
Let alone Toby. That's the worst one.
Well, yeah,
Andrew's
but I would say
still the worst
Miles...
one, but that's okay.
Just wrong, but Miles off powers and like look and all of that combined, I would say yes. I would say as far as Spider-Man goes, I don't think he's mature enough to be the best Spider-Man, like as far as being Spider-Man. But as far as the electro powers, the invisibility, like he is the coolest Spider-Man by far.
And that's why he's the best, because we go by cool.
Okay. I would agree. I agree with you. I'm just saying, as far as who do I want saving the city? It's not Miles yet.
We're gonna have amazing writing though. In the next one, we're gonna get emo Miles, injured, punished Miles, having to come through and not just be so happy all the time. Hopefully, next movie.
If he escapes.
So, we kick things off with a sweet reintroduction to Miles and his battle with the man. Wait, no, I'm lying. That was Miles to start. This movie actually starts with Gwen.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Hailee Steinfeld's a fucking great voice actor, and she's actually slept on in that department. As an actor, plain style, I've never been impressed by her live action shit.
Well, she signs on for not great roles, like purposely. So that's on her.
That's not true, actually.
Look at her catalog.
She has very good roles, like in big movies, I should say. She doesn't have great roles. She has big movies that she's in. It's not like she's signing up for shit movies. Like she was in Hawkeye. I thought she was fine in Hawkeye.
Well,
she was in big movie Bumblebee and was terrible in that. Oh my god, that's my first exposure to her.
What room do you have in there?
What?
Like, what room do you have to work with in that, though? Like, that was not going to be good.
Shia LaBeouf did it.
Well, Shia is a different sort of beast.
She was in True Grit as the tiny child. Y'all remember True Grit?
Yeah, that's pretty for true, yeah.
I don't know. As a voice actor, she's very good, and that's what's funny is because she can't voice act in her music, so...
Wow.
It's bad.
Kind of poo-poo.
It's really bad.
These dudes.
Like, kind of poo-poo. I mean, super terrible dog shit.
These dudes.
How do you get an Anderson .Paak song and make it bad?
These dudes super
That's what I'm saying, dude.
That's crazy.
But she's only done like 3 voice roles, and they've been amazing. It's been Gwen twice, and then she's V in League of Legends, which was excellent. I didn't even realize that was her at the time.
Sweet.
So I think she kills it in voice acting, which obviously doesn't want to do because the bread is not the same in voice acting as it is in traditional acting.
Of course.
It's actually significantly less, but I'm impressed every time she's on screen because I felt an emotional connection to Gwen's arc that I didn't think I was going to care about, because in the first one, she was just a accessory to Miles. Not an accessory, but a plot device for Miles, right? That's his love interest. He's doing shit to try to help her, save her, da-da-da-da, right?
Pretty much.
But this one, I was like, oh, no, I'm invested in this character now just as much as I am Miles.
Yeah, her, character as far as, her relationship with her dad was very, very good.
Hey, man, I'm just going to put this out here. Fuck them pigs, bro. How do you see your daughter, right? She's like, Dad, I'm Spider-Man. And he goes, put your hands behind your back still. I'm like, bro, this is the most cop shit ever.
That was super crazy. He goes, "Yeah, you must have murdered Peter Parker, your best friend." What?
It's Peter's own damn fault for trying to turn into the freaking lizard, bro.
It was, but nobody knew that except for Gwen.
I just want to feel like I have something. This is why Peter Parker's the worst, right? You see alternate universe Peter, this is what he'd do. Alternate universe Miles, shit, he don't be doing that shit. He be doing some other shit. Oh, we'll talk about it later, right? That was interesting. Oh, I mean, got the introduction of the coldest motherfucker in this franchise, man. Spider-Man 2099, aka Miguel O Hara, bro.
Yeah, that's the best Spider-Man.
That is the best Spider-Man.
Is insane.
Agreed.
The super techno futuristic, right? And then he comes in, and he's brolic as shit, which is hilarious. Because I rewatched the first one in preparation for this, and I saw the post-credit scene with 99.
Yeah.
He was not. For people who know, I'm gonna call him 99, right? I don't really like calling him Miguel because that's kind of whack as fuck. So he's 99 to me. But he was not as Diesel in the post-credit scene as he is in this. That motherfucker was on some steroids between movies.
He was juicing the last 5 years, bro. That's crazy.
Yeah, he was juicing all right. He was the juice boy himself. He pees, it burns through any test cup you got for him, bro. No way he's passing USADA's drug test.
That shit's legal in 2099.
Oh yeah, they got some crazy roids in 99 for sure. And then we get the one of the worst Spider-Man variants in the entire film.
Yeah, that's pretty.
Is it?
What?
Okay.
Look. That's Spider-Woman with the bicycle.
Yeah.
She Pregante.
Brother. Why the fuck did you do that? I feel like this is racially charged, okay? Why do you introduce a adult black woman Spider-Man and she's pregnant? What the fuck is that, dude? Like, honestly.
I'm gonna let you handle this one, bro.
She even said, I think, oh yeah, my baby dad or something like that. She didn't say my husband or something. She said my baby dad. I'm like, oh my God, you guys cannot get away with this.
I feel like she said her husband.
I don't think
so. Because I'm pretty sure it was Miguel.
It's not at all Miguel. I hope you know that, bro.
There's no way.
That's not his work. Especially after he was
depressed. What it seemed
That's
like.
not his work. That you?
that's not him.
Miles was asking 99 if that was him.
Miguel said, no, Miguel. No way. No way. Yeah, bro. But yeah, no fucking way. Especially because he had the whole flashback later on with his kid he had, and the kid fucking died because of him. Why would he want another kid? Especially with her.
That wasn't his kid, technically.
You're a Goomba, bro.
It's true.
But they recruit Gwen into the Spider Society gang, and they give her this little thing so she can travel the universe. And I'm like, oh, the first thing you're going to do with that is visit Miles.
Yep.
She did not do that first.
Well, not first.
Because it turns out she had that shit for a minute. And she was doing some shady shit behind the scenes. We'll talk about it in a minute.
Oh, God, yeah, she was.
But that whole opening sequence, excellent. 99's entrance, excellent. He's great. I love his costume. His design for this movie, so fucking good.
Beautiful.
Oh, absolutely.
Obviously, it's classic Spider-Man 29, but the way they animated him, the little pattern he's got under, like, when the light hits his chest and everything, you see the pattern of, like, technology, like a circuit board kind of thing. Mwah. Excellent. Fucking loved him, bro. So good. And we get representation for the Latinos, you know what I'm saying? Miles time. We get back to the OG of this shit. Miles, he is fighting the villain known as the Spot. Do y'all know who the fuck the Spot is?
Yeah, he's the villain in this movie.
I did read a comic before, because like I said, that was the one comic series I actually read because I got a free one every week.
Yeah.
I think Spot was in at least 2 of them, but because he seemed very, very familiar, but I don't know anything about him, so I was like 7.
So he's traditionally a jabroni, obviously like how they treated him in the very beginning of this movie. However, I think they took inspiration from a comic I have read, which is Daredevil's Mark Waid run, where the Spot turned into this really fucked up villain called the Coyote, where he's like juiced up version of himself. Now, they don't call him Coyote, but the color scheme is flipped like Coyote's was, because, you know, usually like the white and black, they flipped that to the black and white towards the end of the movie, which was actually how Coyote looked in that comic book. So I think they might have taken some inspiration there. Might do a different story. That's the only time I'm familiar with the Spot at all. So I was like,
Gotcha.
hey, look, it's Spot. He can actually get pretty nasty if he gets juiced up. And he kind of did. So him and Miles have a fucking entertaining, very fun fight scene across the thing. Great banter back and forth. That shit was hilarious.
Oh, yeah.
He stops him temporarily. I'm sorry, go for it.
I was just going to say, it was super funny when he was on screen.
Yeah, he was great. He was great comedically. I don't know who his voice actor was. Probably should look that up, but I didn't. You know, he stops him temporarily, tries to go to his whole little meeting where they're talking about what he wants to do. He wants to become a super time dimension wizard scientist man because he could go visit Gwen and all that shit, obviously. And all his other homies like Peter B. Parker, Noir, Spider-Boy, Penny, the fucking pig. And then he goes like, well, the Spot's back loose. I gotta go get him. And then we got a whole nother fight scene with the Spot, which leads us to learn that he was created when the Collider exploded in the first movie. Excellent origin story, right?
Yeah, agreed.
Basically connects Miles and the Spot together to where that's his villain and that's his hero. These two are destined to lock horns with each other and battle it out. They both shouldn't have existed, but yet they do, so they must fight. Right?
Makes sense.
Yeah, so we get some hilarious comedy from Spot that was great for the adults in the audience. Talking about holes, something inside me. It was a lot of adult humor in that section. That was like, all right, cool. If you know, you know. You don't, you don't. It's like how Shrek used to be, you know?
Shrek was great with that shit.
Yeah, because when you're a kid, you love Shrek because of pee-pee poo-poo humor. Then you get older, you're like, oh, they had some interesting jokes intertwined in there. Like when Puss in Boots gets arrested for having weed on him. That shit was great.
Yeah.
And yeah, so then we get some chat between Pops and Miles. Talking about, why is my son going crazy like this? He's like, hey, look, man. You got to give him some space. Let him fly. It was hilarious how the little voice he does. Shameik Moore does not have a big range of voice acting. Probably keep it in the pocket where he was at for most of this movie. The little lower voice, little goofy, but it's okay because he did better in this movie than I think he did in the first one.
Definitely don't try the Spanish.
No, his Spanish throughout this film is awful.
It was
and it made me sit down and consider, if this is what made it into the film, what were the other takes?
Right. How many takes did it take to get to that one shitty take?
Hey, K-Tall, T.O. That's the one I go to every time.
Miles is just black at this point, dude. He is not half Mexican. I'm sorry to the Latino community, but he can't speak Spanish for shit. It's not happening.
He's Puerto Rican, okay?
Puerto Rican, all right. Well,
don't fumble the bag.
It's still Latino, but...
It's not Mexican, bro.
No, I didn't say Mexican.
You did.
You did.
You say he's not Mexican.
No, I never said Mexican.
And he said sorry to Latino.
So Latino.
You did. You're gaslighting me, okay?
No, he is, Reek. I'm with you on this one. I heard it myself.
He said he's not Mexican. Sorry to the Latino community. All right, that's what you said.
Word.
I'm just gonna put it out there.
Those are the words that came out. I'm not sure you meant to do that, but it is what happened.
Well, he's for sure not Mexican, so...
Yeah, he's definitely not. That's a good point. That's a true statement. So that all happens, and he comes back. He gets grounded for his actions, everything that happened. Well, actually, he has a party. He's late to the party for his pops. Gets him the cake. The cakes are fucked up. Says, what was it? I'm not proud of you or something like that.
Something like that, yeah.
I forgot what the cakes exactly said, but they're fucked up from his journey across the city. And he gets beefed with his mom and pops. Now, Eli, you watched Spider-Verse 1 before this one.
Yeah.
Did they recast Rio, his mother?
I don't think so. Like, as far as the voice actor?
Yes. I feel like she sounded more Latino in this one. Or Latina.
Maybe. I don't know. I don't know. I didn't notice if
Maybe
they
the
did.
voice direction was different. I'm not sure. Let the comments handle that out for us. That happens. He gets in trouble, and here comes Gwen to get him in some more trouble. She's like, hey, Miles. And he's like, hey, Gwen, how you doing? You know, I'm a little bit taller. I'm a little bit stronger. I'm kind of a baller. You know, he's got the fresh kicks again. She comes to the rooms, putting away the toys. She rips open his damn action figure.
Oh, the audible, disgust that I had during that. I went, I definitely got some weird looks. Definitely got some weird looks in the theater.
Yeah. I did the same thing. I was like, oh, if you know what that shit costs and all that collector stuff, you know, she just fucked them. Just swing on her right away. Just big dude.
Oh, I had the same one. Get blit.
Yeah, he's head sprung for her, of course. So she goes, all right, well, I'll see you later. Then he goes, nah, I gotta go. I gotta chase this. You know what I mean? They go on a little cute little swinging spree. They end up going to the top of a tower somewhere and sit together, upside down Spider-Man style. I thought we would get the Spider-Man 1 for a second, you know? But the movie doesn't want to commit to that just yet.
I thought.
I was like, come on, bro. Come on. Fulfill my tiny shipper brain. Just give me all the endorphins off from this. I'll be like, let's go. Love wins. Love wins. They tease it. You know, she puts this thing down to watch the spot after Miles goes back. When she comes with Miles back to the crib, meets the parents, Miles' dad was not looking happy about this.
No.
I don't think it was because it was a girl. I think it was because it was a cracker. He looked like, Miles, why you bring this cracker-ass cracker to my fucking house? Well, I'm about to become a damn captain. You bring this bitch here. Oh, my God, Miles, I thought I told you to get a strong woman. But I don't know if Mr. Davis has a leg to stand on. He married a Puerto Rican instead of, his own thing. So maybe it's anyone but them.
Whoa.
Wow.
What are you whoaing? I don't understand. This is like real shit. I don't know if you. I know that you, as a flavorless individual,
holy shit,
don't understand. But if you're part of the culture, you know that this is a rampant issue. That was cool. They think she's probably the one causing him to get in trouble. Him or his boy Genki, kind of hating style. Genki ain't do shit really, but sit in the corner, play some damn video games, looking swole as shit.
Genki a bitch, bro. He didn't even call 911, dude. He's the reason for this movie.
He should have got his ass.
When he had spot trap, he said, hey, yo, Genki. He said, Genki, call 911, bro. He said, yeah, I never called 911, bitch ass. Spot could have been locked up, bro.
Could have put him in prison. Been arrested. His whole me would have been avoided. Tied his ass up with some anti-superhuman bullshit. That happens. His mom, he's about to tell his mom that he's Spider-Man, doesn't. She lets him go anyways. He chases after Gwen, finds out Gwen wasn't there for him, and she shouldn't be in contact with him, but she was. We get Jessica Drew, who is like, Gwen's mentor for the Spider Society program. It's like, the Big Brother youth program kind of thing.
Yeah.
She's in trouble, gotta bounce to a new dimension. Miles follows her because he's a little scared. He's been clued in about this guy a couple times when talking to her. And his name is Hobie. All right. I didn't really want to like Hobie because he was hating on my boy's Miles game, I didn't even see him yet, but I was like, look, dude, you can't step in on another dude's turf like that, especially with him being black too. You know this, man. You can't do that. But we ends up being cool as shit. But because we meet him, we meet Paftar. I'm being racist. I don't know what his name is. Spider-Man India, right? He's really actually a good time. He was fun as shit throughout this whole thing.
He was cool.
The area looked amazing.
It did.
It did.
I like the humor that was very specific to India about the traffic, chai tea thing like that. I thought it was a lot of good stuff that I may not have understood completely, but what these movies do greatly is the cultural aspects, right?
I would agree.
It makes you understand every single version of Spider-Man. No matter what, like like the first one, you understood about the mixed race roots, about Puerto Rican stuff, They did it well in the game as well, so it's interesting to see that here and how they do it excellently. We get introduced to this thing. Oh, okay, wait, this has happened. That's later. Later we hear about canon events. First, they had to stop Spot. Couldn't stop him. The collider went off. That's when Spider-Punk came in. Hobie, cool as shit. Spider-Punk was amazing. I thought I wasn't gonna like him at all in this movie.
He was the one that was there for Miles, so he was the one person.
That was his dog.
Yeah.
They were big homies. Like, they were adapted up right away. Even though him and Spider-Man India had the LeBron D. Wade intro bit with the boxing.
That's pretty true.
Boxing thing like that. But he came in cool as shit. I was ready to hate. He was trying to steal Gwen away. But he was a cool ass dude, I gotta lie. And I liked his anti-anarchy, or his pro-anarchy, anti-establishment vibes. It is exactly what being a punk guy is, so it's kind of cool. He's also a klepto, which is sweet. But yeah, so then they gotta fight that, can't save him. This thing called a canon event happens. Internet has taken this and ruined it already.
Oh my god, yeah, it's not shocking.
But during this so-called canon event, it's like when, Gwen dies, all that kind of shit for Spider-Man, Uncle Ben. Those are like canon events, supposed to be this thing. It was, his was supposed to be that the dad of the girl he liked was supposed to die in the bridge rumble, which doesn't make sense because the only reason this happened was because they were there, but it was supposed to happen. So, like, Miles was supposed to be there, and he's not supposed to be in trouble now. Yes.
Yep.
Yeah, that
or
part
they
was
just kill him
confusing.
later. I mean, I don't know why. I was wondering if just Miguel goes back and, like, just fucks shit up.
Just
like,
kills
comes
her
back
dad.
in and goes, he goes, sorry, and he's fucking dead, and they fixes the universe. I don't know why that can't happen, And then drop his corpse at Spider-Man India's house. And he'd be like, no, who did this? And Miguel's like, I have no idea.
Yeah.
He gets called into Spider Society, which is basically they're a bunch of spider cops, sadly. These guys are feds trying to hold a brother down. Did not invite Miles to their gang. That's why they're cops. Because if it was a gang, they would invite him Miles. They just would have jumped him in a little bit. Spider-Punk and all that is stealing shit, which actually becomes relevant at the end of the movie. Yeah, so what do you guys think about the entire India section and then the introduction to Spider Society?
So I thought the India stuff was cool, like you said. I liked Spider-Man India. I thought he was cool. I liked the actual definition of the canon events. It sucks that the internet ruined it, and I already had that prejudgment coming into it. I like the Spider Society. They are all cops. It was cool seeing a lot of the different Spider-Mans that you may see in different games or different comics or whatever, that weren't super heavily introduced. Even, like 2099 was obviously very apparent, and people know who he is, most people know who he is, but yeah, it was cool to see a lot of the different types of things that they threw in those.
3 stacks.
I agree. I really liked all the different spider people and things that they had in the Spider Society. I really liked the, India part. I liked that Spider-Man a lot. I thought he was super cool. He was extra quippy and funny, in my opinion. And I thought that he brought a nice element to the story, I guess. And then the canon events, that's cool. I think they're cool. I'm not as concerned with them as everybody else is. It made sense to me, and I was like, oh, okay, cool. But I wasn't super hung up on it like some other people are. So that really was just super duper whatever. But that's okay. Again, the Spider Society is where I got really interested. I liked seeing all those different people and different variants of Spider-Man. I thought that was really sweet.
The one I liked the most was Spider-Man Unlimited was there, which was like a really old school Spider-Man cartoon that ran for 1 season. And I was like, sweet. Can't believe they put him in that shit. What I didn't like was live action Prowler. That shit looked grody on the screen.
Did not need to see Donald Glover again.
Well, you're going to get him, buddy.
You're going to get him in Spider-Man 4.
Don't you worry.
Yeah, it's pretty true.
That sucks. It really is too bad.
Look, man, Donald Glover's a perfectly fine actor.
That's okay.
He's okay.
I like him in Atlanta, but he can stay there. But yeah, so all that happens. We get introduced to the fact that Miles wasn't supposed to be a thing.
Mm-hmm.
Somehow the spider got into Miles' dimension. Probably when Kingpin was doing the Collider stuff. Got him bit, and that's why he is this. And that's why Earth 42 does not have a Spider-Man, because Miles became Spider-Man when he wasn't supposed to be, because that Earth already had a Spider-Man. Now, doesn't really take into fact that Ultimate Universe Spider-Man does come about after Peter dies. So I guess in this one, that Earth doesn't exist, or it does, and they just don't want to talk about it.
Right.
So, all that goes down. Miguel is awesome. Talking a lot of shit. Miles tries to talk Spanish to him. He oppones him in Spanish. Good gang style. I thought this was interesting from the fact of Spider Society seems complicated as shit, and my brain doesn't wrap it around completely. Just kind of like they're time cops to save universes. But if there's infinite universes, there's infinite Spider-Man. But if there's infinite Spider-Man, doesn't mean there's always having to be someone to save something. Multiverse stuff starts to hurt my brain. They did it well enough, though, I thought.
Yeah, it hurts my brain, too. I hate thinking about these kinds of things too much.
The one thing that I thought about is, like, if there's hundreds of Spider-Man in the, in the web, is what I was thinking it was, then, like, why aren't they in their, regular universes? Like, there's somebody up there fucking New York City because Spider-Man's in the web right now.
Yeah.
Potentially.
I don't know.
That's a good point. You are spitting facts. I didn't really think about it like that. Damn. That's true. So who's saving that?
Well, I'm sure they all just hang out there sometimes, and then if they're needed, then they just go back.
But isn't the point he's supposed to be friendly neighborhood Spider-Man? Why don't
right.
they, man, that's, good point. Don't do it. My brain hurt now.
There's too much happening.
Plot-wise, what else happens now? They get there, all that happens. Gwen is an op, we found out. She was going to kill Miles. No, she wasn't. That's exaggeration.
She was just banging out
basically
Hobie.
Kill him with evilness.
That was an allegation. Hobie beat the allegation.
Hobie didn't beat no allegations.
He did too. Don't do that to my brother.
Hobie did not beat no allegations. She was wearing his shoes. How else she wearing his shoes? Why is she staying at his place? Sure, dude.
Because he lives in a dystopia where he has to kill people, okay? So he needs backup, and Gwen's there to murder some friends.
Sure, right? Dude.
Where else is she going to stay? She can't go back to her planet because her bitch-ass dad.
Hey, man, she can hang out in the
that's
web.
pretty true.
She was going to Spider-Punk land where they play music and shit.
Hey, man.
Sure.
He
beat the allegations.
He didn't beat no allegations.
He's
Clear?
He beat the allegations.
Sure, dude.
That's brother power.
They're turning Gwen into something. That's for sure.
Huh? You can't be saying that.
Wow,
I'm not saying nothing.
That's crazy.
Eli, you're with me. He beat the allegations, right?
I don't know, man. We'll see.
I feel like Eli wants to break out his favorite word of the year.
I told you I retired that word.
No. So that all happened. We get reintroduction to Peter B. Parker, which is, Miles' mentor. He's got a child now. Really touching scene, actually, where Peter explained that he decided that he's willing to have children with MJ because he helped Miles and was like, if my kid could turn out to be like Miles, then it's a good thing. And I was like, oh, that's actually really good writing, and that's really sweet.
I was
like that
super
shit?
cool until he fucked Miles in the ass.
Whoa.
Metaphorically.
Whoa.
Metaphorically.
Sure, dude.
Metaphorically.
Can't believe
he was being a cop again, and they pinged his location, and there come the feds to go get Miles, and I was like, wow, I can't believe you did that, Pete. They also call the baby's name is Mayday Parker, which is that's a deep cut. That's not even a deep cut. That's a tiny cut if you read comic books. I don't read the Spider-Man ones, but I'm familiar with it. That's what Peter names his daughter in one of the alternate comic book timelines. He names it Mayday after May, and then MJ is like fucking grandma aunt too. It was weird. It's a stupid ass name, to be honest with you. I'm not gonna name the kid Maytag, like the fuck. Amazing scene chase with Miguel and all the spiders after Miles. Web Slinger Spider-Man was cool. The little horse dude with the guns.
Dude, that was my favorite one.
I don't know about favorite, but he was sweet. I liked him. He was my favorite, like, little cameo ones, maybe. But, dog, when they got to the train, with Miguel chasing him up the train like a fucking animal, saying, "You're gonna die, Miles!" I'm like, oh my god. This dude's sweet as fuck, dog. He needs his own series. Get him a Disney Plus series, bro. Fuck all these stupid. Fuck Echo. Fuck She-Hulk. Spider-Man 2099, fucking Disney Plus series. Give it to me. Because whatever he's going to be in the next movie won't be enough. Just saying it out there now. I need this animation, though, so you're going to have to get the Disney slaves. Going to have to get them working a little bit harder. I guess these are Sony slaves. Going to have to get the Sony slaves to work a little bit harder. On this.
It's true.
A little bit.
Sony slaves.
Yeah, I heard the hours were insane for this movie, and I'm like, god damn.
Yeah,
had 5 years and you still got them slaving away? Fuck, Sony and Disney, bro, they can't help it. Just pay animators well and treat them like humans. God damn. How hard is this? Very hard.
Obviously. Well, how do we make millions of dollars if we pay them more than they deserve?
Yes.
Or more than they don't deserve, I guess.
I liked when he jumped off the train, gangster style, disappeared, and I liked the little sad look and conversation he had with Gwen. He was like, you knew this whole time, you didn't tell me all this stuff. That's why you couldn't visit me. You could tell he was very crushed by it. And I'm like, damn.
As he should.
This is good writing, man. Yeah, because that's like his girl, and she didn't tell him, and they have beef now. But she wanted to tell him, but she couldn't. But she was talking about the greater good, you know that. She was trying to find a family herself because she lost her family. Miles really wouldn't understand because he still got his family. The only thing he lost was his uncle, you know. And his uncle's kind of a dickhead, so it's like, what'd you really lose? Not much. And so I'm like, all right, let's go. And so he don't really understand. They don't understand each other fully yet, but they will once his canon event happens. He gets loose, goes back to, this is where he goes to Earth 42, right?
Yeah, because they put him in the wrong universe.
Yeah, because of his DNA, because his spider bite DNA is from Earth 42.
Right.
So they read that and didn't read where he should go, which is 1610. He gets sent to 42, explains to his mom what happened. She's like, who the fuck is Spider-Man? And I was like, maybe she just don't watch TV. I thought that was like legit, like his universe. Because my brain cells didn't put together he's from 1610 and he's sent to 42, right? And then... Oh, sorry, go for it.
I thought the whole world looked different. Like, I don't know, they made it darker. Like, usually his room was a lot lighter and happy, and like they made it super dark, and like, so I was kind of tipped off with that. But I didn't really put it together until they explained it.
I got understood once Gwen was somewhere else looking for him, and I was like, oh, where is he? You know? Smooth over the scene of Gwen reenacting with her father again, or reconnecting. You know, he's going to quit the Force, so now he won't die because he won't become a captain. I was like, that's cheating. You can't do that. You need your canon event too. He's going to die. But I was like, it is what it is. Miles goes there, alternate universe, sees his uncle again, tries to get in contact with his uncle to help him out. His uncle captures him for some reason. Don't understand why.
Because he knew it was the wrong Miles.
Well, yeah, he knew it wasn't Miles.
Well, it's wrong Miles, but I don't know why he'd be like, I'm going to capture this guy instead of anything else.
Because he a op.
I don't know. If I saw two of the same person that I knew, I'd also capture the one that I know is not mine.
You want to ask questions first?
That's the point of capturing.
But Miles was one to explain already.
Bro, that's a shapeshifter, bro.
All right, so okay, we're about to supernatural his ass. All right, gotcha.
100%.
Yeah.
Ties him up to the bag, punching bag, kind of like how Miles did Peter in the first one.
Yeah.
And that's the whole scene. And we find out that there is another Miles in this universe. And he is the Prowler in this universe. And he has a different voice actor that I do not like. This guy used a little bit too much twang on his Spanish. Used a little bit too much hood nomenclature with his other words. It gave me very bad vibes. Did not like it at all. Hopefully they're quick with that in the next one.
Yeah, we gotta hope. I don't know.
I guess it didn't get to me as much right away. Unsurprisingly, probably, but I'm sure I will understand it a little bit more at some other point.
I mean, bro, he's got braids.
Yeah.
The canon name for this Miles is Miles G. Parker, just letting you guys know, and the G stands for gangster, of course. No, it doesn't, but I'm going to say it does. The Miles G part is canon, though. That's kind of goofy. Gwen uses the device she got from my boy, Spider-Punk, who was stealing those parts earlier to make that gadget, and goes recruits the people from the first movie. And I was like, hell yeah, Noir's back, Penny's back,
yeah.
Peter the pig is back, sadly.
Peter Porker, baby.
Could have kept that. Spider-Man India, Spider-Punk, the trash-ass VR Spider-Man. They're all you.
Yeah.
and they're gonna team up to help Miles try to stop his cannon event, which I don't think he will. I think his dad will die in this.
I think so.
I think it'll be really good when they do it, if they do it right. So I'm interested. Yeah, so the plot summary sounds very simple for this movie. It's actually really, really, really fucking good at every single portion of it. The characterization of individuals, 99 is my favorite. Miles was great in this. His fucking costume and look was so good. The taller Miles with his hair and him not wearing the mask and the suit, he just looked fucking cool the entire time. You know,
I'd agree.
I loved Gwen's outfit and character design again because she still has the hair fucked up or the hair shaven from when Miles fucked up her hair. So like she's always carrying something that's reminding her of him, just the way she looks. It's a lot of these people, these animators who are being fucking forced to be slaves. You know, they're doing a great fucking job. It sucks because like I want to praise this, and obviously they're doing amazing. So that I can praise. What I can't praise is the working conditions and probably the unfair pay that they're getting for this bullshit. But they make this fucking franchise, so pay them. The writers are good. Pay them. Sony executives, stop paying yourself, you fucking jackasses, bitch ass motherfuckers. Yeah, it was great.
Everything you just said.
Thoughts on any other thoughts on the second Spider-Verse film in the trilogy we're about to have?
Yes, now's my time to bring some out. My only real gripe with this movie is that they decided to take it in the direction of, I have to be completely different than the book says. Like, we've seen this a million times over. I don't care that you think you have to be different than everyone else. Like, I've seen that too many times. Just be some of the things you're supposed to be. At some point or other.
He's not trying to be different.
He is actively trying to go against the grain.
No, he's doing what Spider-Men are supposed to do.
Because he's out here like, well, you know, he won't accept that he's not supposed to exist, right? First of all, he won't accept that.
How fast do you want someone to accept that? If I told you you weren't supposed to exist, you would not in 10 minutes be like, oh, yeah, you're right.
Oh, okay.
Hey, man, I'm just saying he is refusing to accept it and thinks that he's going to beat every other part about that. I'm just saying it's kind of crap that they're doing it this way.
It's the main character, bro.
I don't care. Make the main character someone else. We got 99 right over there. He's perfectly fine.
Yeah, but
then 99's gonna act like
bad.
Then the 99's gonna act like the main character. Like whoever you thrust in the main character role is gonna act like the main character.
Okay, but if you look at what 99 is doing, he's going, hey, we have to, stick with what's supposed to happen, and things happen, for a reason. There's not too much need to try and change these things. You know what? I don't completely disagree. It's gonna happen that way sometimes. What else can you do?
But he's even said himself wrong? That there's been some universes that have been fine after a canon event's been disrupted.
Some.
That's what I'm saying. So
this might be one of them.
50-50 bomb?
Hey man, all I'm saying, I don't like this thing that they do when they go, yeah, I'm gonna go completely against the grain. I have to be the special one, when all these other people do not try to be special.
It's less about him being special, more about the morality of it. He is like, I will refuse to let people die just because it's supposed to happen. These are what Spider-Mans do.
The fact of it is, he is the special one in his universe. Like, yeah, there's unlimited universes. Like, and we watched a whole movie about how there's so many special Spider-Men out there, Spider-Women, whatever. But the thing is, in his universe, he is the special one.
Yeah, but all the other, spider people and things are the special one in their universe. And guess what they're not doing? Trying to do too much.
That's not even true, because Spider-Punk was part of the gang right away. He was down with the shits. He was like, let's do it, Miles. I'm with you. Let's roll and do this shit, period. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah, but that's what he does in his own universe, too, so...
Yeah, but as I'm saying, that's his character, and Miles' character is he wants to save everyone.
And
if that was true, they wouldn't even...
He just don't like authority.
They wouldn't even have attempted to save Gwen or MJ in any of the other movies if they knew that was, the canon event. They'd be like, oh, okay, cool. Like, every single time they at least tried to save their love interest. So it's not of a lack of trying and a lack of trying to be special. It's a lack of, actually getting to the point that they wanted to.
Your problem is your favorite Spider-Man's the worst written Spider-Man out of all of them.
No,
and so you don't understand what Spider-Man's actually like.
I don't really care what Spider-Man's the best right now. I don't like the way part of it is written.
Which one's the best. I said which one's written the most like Spider-Man, and Tobey is not written like Spider-Man.
That's fine. I'm not particularly worried about that.
Well, I am, because I'm saying that your interpretation is influenced by that, so you don't understand why Spider-Man's always like this. He always does shit he probably shouldn't do that causes more problems at the end and more suffering for himself than if he didn't do it. Did we not just watch No Way Home?
Hey, we did.
That's literally what happened in No Way Home. If he just left shit be, it would have been fine. Instead, he didn't, and shit got worse. That's a quintessential part of Spider-Man's character.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Hey,
I mean, that's most superheroes, too.
I don't need to see it all the time. That's what I'm saying. We keep seeing it over and over again. I don't need to see it all the time.
That's what happens with Spider-Man. That's what he does, period. So, of course, you're going to see it, because that's the fuel for every Spider-Man movie.
Just knock it off then. Figure it out.
You wouldn't have a story.
You wouldn't have a Spider-Man.
Fight the battles that you need to fight and quit trying to fight other universes' battles. You know what I mean? Like, okay.
See what Tobey Maguire did to these kids, Eli?
This is crazy, bro. Like, I guess I don't understand what you're trying to go for. Like, we haven't seen the multiple universe thing except for 3 Spider-Man total movies at this point, including 2 of the live-action ones. So when you say don't fight other universes' battles, that doesn't even make sense because we got 10 other movies where he was fighting his own.
Look, and man, all I'm saying is I'm sick and tired of the way that they do this where he has to be against, the grain. Like, oh, I have to do, something completely different. Whereas everyone else is doing, the same kind of thing. And then I got to be different. I'm over it. I don't need you to stick out.
And what other Spider-Man did you watch or any other like movie? Because you say you're sick of it, but in what other movie did you see like I wasn't even supposed to be, Spider-Man. I wasn't supposed to be here. Because most of the time, like the Spider-Man's going to be Spider-Man in every other universe except for this one.
It's not so much about the being Spider-Man thing. It's just about the, I have to do something completely different than what everyone else in my position is doing.
That's the point of being a hero.
Okay, but even when you are in a hero situation and there's a bunch of other people who are also heroes and they're not trying to do the same things that you're trying to do and you're trying to be different than the rest of the heroes, like, why? The other people are also heroes.
So, like, you don't like any rogue arc where one hero turns on the rest.
You're asking for a bland hero. Like, this is what you're asking for is, like, I want a vanilla-ass hero that does X, Y, Z and straight by the book.
I'm saying that they can write that
You want Captain America, bro. You like Captain America.
I don't care about.
That's what Civil War was.
Yes.
Yeah, I know. Like, look.
Why didn't Iron Man just follow? Or no, why did they just follow behind and just do what they said?
Hey, man, there's a difference between one thing that everyone is doing and what, some rich people in charge say is the laws.
Again, do you not like rogue arcs where there's one hero who does it and has to go on a rogue thing by himself? Because you're disqualifying a lot of fucking films in general.
I like it sometimes. When it's well written. This does not interest me the way they're doing it. I'm trying to tell you, the way they're doing this does not interest me. I don't care that he has to be like the one variant. I do not. I want to see him be racist. Spider-Man. What?
That's crazy, bro.
I'm kidding, bro.
We have an legit argument. This dude throws that out.
No, I'm fucking with you, dude. Only you can think how you think, man. Like I'm not here to. I'm surprised.
Did y'all like the reference to Tom Holland Spider-Man and Doctor Strange?
It was okay. I don't know.
You guys caught that at the very beginning?
Yeah, I mean they talked about the Doctor Strange guy. What's a Doctor Strange?
He fucked up the universe and that little dweeb or whatever. Da 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 da.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I don't know. This movie was excellent as fuck, though. I'll tell you that much.
It was a great movie.
Besides the Miles G stuff, this is like a perfect film. And in fact, besides the fact it's not over yet, obviously. But yeah. What's up? What are you saying?
I'm just. It's interesting the things that either of us doesn't care for as much.
9.5.
Yeah, this one's grown on me. I've mostly remembered the positives and kind of forgot the negative until we got in here. So I'll give it a 9.5 as well.
9.
As close as you can get to perfect for us. All right.
Yeah, pretty much.
And the fact it's 9.5 with an unconcluded story is crazy.
It's the exact same scores from all of us. We gave Guardians of the Galaxy 3 with a concluded story. So
I don't want to choose.
Yeah, we got like 6. We got 6 months. So
I don't want to choose. All right, but yeah, man, loved it. So enjoy Spider-Man because we got one more of these before they start trying to milk Miles into live action. Fuck.
I hate it.
We thanks for hanging out with us today. We had a good time. I want to remind you guys that we have social media. We have a Twitter at BNGBOIS. You don't need to worry about that one at all. We have an Instagram at DABNGBOIS. I don't know if I said that correctly. I just started to remember the words together. High key, we're popping over there. Okay, the streets fucks with us on Instagram. All right, you need to get over there and join the club and be a part of this because we're posting high quality meme content that are hitting hundreds of thousands of views on Instagram. Right, so be a part of the club, join us, and see when our episodes come out and support us.
He's shockingly not lying this time.
Now we have a TikTok where we're actually megastars. The world loves us. We are the Sean Does Magic of movie and TV review content on TikTok. You can find us on TikTok at DABNGEBOIS where we have a 1 million view video. That's right, 1 million. Take that on your little cigarette, roll that up into a blunt, smoke that bitch. Because we smoking on everyone else out here in these streets. God damn it. With our popping TikTok, motherfucker. We don't even like TikTok. We hate on TikTok every single week we come out here. But we popping over there. Kids love us. Yeah, so next week we're watching The Platform. Looks rather mid.
Platformy? Yeah, I heard it's pretty mid.
Don't know why we put it on there. Someone wants to hate me.
I like the concept. The concept was interesting.
We're watching Dragon Ball Evolution because y'all keep doing this. That's about it. We 4th of July we have a double episode, I think, right? No, 2. That's the day after. We have back to back. You guys better be ready for that. We got holiday special. Dragon Ball's coming back out in the streets.
Well,
be ready. Be prepared. What?
Never mind. I was gonna say something. I decided to hold it in.
Yeah, go ahead. Hold that in and smoke that on your asshole. Yeah, man. Thanks. Appreciate you guys for being around here. We want to remind you guys with you today. My name was Enrique.
My name is Eli.
And my name is Tristan.
And I want you to remember. I don't even know.